Remember, Adam, you have to keep a lookout for those big engines. They love to brag about their importance, and can sometimes make you mad, like what Gordon and Henry are doing to each other right now.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Isn't.
Is.
Is not.
Is too.
Henry, give up. You can't win, laddie.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Can.
Can't.
I see. Anyways, see ya.
Goodbye.
Okay. To be honest, I didn't know how to probably start this episode other than this, so I'm just gonna jump straight to the point. Adam soon delivered his trucks to the orchard, which were about to be filled with a load of hay for the docks, and other supplies too.
Isn't this a lovely day, Rickety?
Sure is, Fred. Glad to see you're happy back there. Also, but just as Adam was about to reply, he heard the sound of a whistle.
Hello.
It was Molly, coming down the line with the local service. But instead of being friendly, Adam glared at her, as if she was a threat.
Huh?
And next time, think about your words before you say them.
Wonder what he's talking about. Oh well.
What was that all about? Sorry, driver, but you heard what Edward said. Those big engines are ones to look out for. Huh? Wait, who are you? And what's so funny?
I'm Trevor, and I was laughing at what you just did. Starting a big engine just because of some bad ones. Because I used to do that stuff with tractors too.
Really? Well, if that's the case, please tell me about it.
Well, it all begins like this.
The year was 1955, the same year that Trevor had been escorted from Scrap to the orchard by the vicar of Wellsworth, where he now works happily. Although there was one thing that Trevor despised: tractors. Why? Because they were the reason why he got scrapped in the first place, as they were more efficient and could haul more than he ever could. But one day, he got advice by one of the visitors he had.
Here you are, sir.
Hi, Trevor.
Hello, Edward.
So you're the traction engine that the vicars told me about. Welcome to Sodor.
Hi there, sir. Thanks for the feedback.
You're welcome. Also, it's nice to see you back in surface.
Yep, I'm sure I am. No thanks to those vehicles over there.
Listen, I know you've had difficulty with them back in your old days. But remember, not all of them are bad. And without them, a farmer's life would be hard, having to flatten a field themselves. So don't worry about it too much. You're still useful in your own way. The past is in the past, so you must move on from it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll remember that from now on.
Good.
Come on, Edward. We must go back to Knapford. He's right, old boy.
All right, then. Bye, Trevor.
Bye, sir. Bye, Edward.
So long.
But what Trevor just said was easier said than done. Later that day, Trevor took his driver shopping at an old mart. Then, Trevor saw Terrence stuck in some mud puddle.
You're so old and weak, you should think about retiring someday. Why would anyone want to keep you on this earth?
Right, I must stand my ground.
And when we get out of this pit, I could use a bath.
Good.
Hey, you over there. Could you help me out, please? I'm in a bit of a pickle.
Me? Obviously not. Besides, all of you tractors are the same. You're just a bunch of snobs who don't care about old-fashioned vehicles.
Hey. Look, I don't know what you're talking about, but that's not very nice to say.
Oh, please. You needed it.
Who just opened the door?
Was me.
My driver's bike. At least he knows how to speak to people. You don't deserve to be out of the pit.
Wait,
But before he could say any more, Trevor just rolled away indignantly, leaving Terrence all alone with his driver still stuck.
well, that was odd.
I beg, sir.
Excellent work today, Trevor. Now you better get some rest, because there's a lot more stuff for you to complete tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And with that, the vicar left Trevor dozing peacefully in his shed. The next morning, Trevor was at Timoth Harbor waiting for a crate to be loaded into his cart, which he was supposed to take to Vickerstown. As he was waiting for the package to be loaded, he overheard 3 dockmen having a conversation.
Well, how do you know about that combustion engine?
Because Edward often tells me stories about this island when I'm at the coaling plant.
Oh, I see. That is still useful.
Now, come on, back to work.
Huh. I didn't know workmen also heard the story.
Soon Trevor was at an intersection. One way was a longer, but easier one. The other way was shorter, but had a rickety bridge which was very hard to get over. Trevor thought for a minute.
If I took the old bridge, it'll prove that tractor that even though I look different than new things, I'm still strong, powerful, and able to do my work.
So Trevor took the shorter route.
Wait! Stop!
But Trevor didn't hear Algie, as he was far away from him.
Oh dear, what now? Oops, sorry passengers.
By now, Trevor was on the old bridge, which wobbled and creaked about as Trevor traveled on it. Suddenly...
What the heck's going on?
Part of the bridge had broken apart, and now Trevor was dangling over the edge.
Can't blast it.
So his driver went into the forest to call for assistance.
Help me, anyone!
Just then, Trevor heard a noise heading towards him. It was Terrence, who was here to save him.
Here I come.
Please don't push me off. Please.
Relax. I'm not gonna do anything to you.
Soon chains were attached behind Terrence, which meant that he was ready for action.
Right. All set.
Soon, Terrence started to heave. Meanwhile, Trevor was afraid Terrence would do something bad to him. But he didn't. Instead, he tugged and pulled and tugged, until finally, Trevor was back on the bridge, and everyone was very relieved.
Oh, glad I'm safe.
Me too, little one. Even though I had to do a tiring task to make you.
A little while later, the vicar arrived as both Terrence and Trevor's drivers told him everything.
Terrence.
Yes, sir.
I am very impressed with your work, so you will get a fresh coat of paint at the works as your reward.
Wait, really?
Of course.
You deserve it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
As for you, Trevor, I understand you are only defending yourself, but 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Yes, sir. And Terrence, I'm sorry I said mean things about you. I did that because...
Oh, I see. It's fine. I forgive you.
Glad to hear it. Let's be friends.
All right.
Later that evening, the 2 new friends were rolling home together, side by side. Meanwhile, the vicar was riding in Trevor's cart, and he was pleased to see both of the vehicles finally getting along.
Well, you know what they say. What goes around comes around.
Huh, you got that right.
And I got every moment in that field at London just fine, even if it looked stormy most of the time.
Wow, amazing.
Wow, you're right. I guess I shouldn't judge big engines or any other people just because of some mean types of them. I'll apologize to Molly later. Glad to hear the story, by the way.
Indeed. It was good, especially the happy ending.
Yeah, thanks, Trevor.
No problem, guys.
Well, I better get going. Best wishes from me.
Bye-bye. Well, another satisfying conversation off the bucket list.